Hey guys, here's a quick tutorial on how to create a motion path and set an object to that path. So let's get started here. I've got my stage set up. I'm in a typical um, action script setup here, template, and I've got my first layer ready to go. So let's say this thing needs to be about 5 seconds long. So I'm going to extend my frames for this first layer. I'm going to label this one motion path. That's what this layer is going to be. And I'm just going to use a pencil here, and I'm going to put this back on frame one, and I'm going to draw this path. It's extending way out beyond for this particular reason, this particular example, and I just created a squiggly kind of path right here, right? I can smooth this out later if I wanted to, or I can go into my sub-selection tool and kind of tinker around with placing these points in different places, but I'm not too worried about it right now. So there we have it. We have our path drawn out. What I want to do is create a separate layer and drag it down here below. And I'm just going to call this one box, because that's all I'm going to create here. Just going to create a little box. There we are. There's my box. And what I want to do is convert this box, double click it, and I'm going to right click and convert it to a symbol. And this window pops up, and I'm just going to label this box. Keep it as a movie clip, doesn't really matter. And while this is here, I'm going to take it on this first frame and place it on my end of this path right here. And it kind of snaps there. Snap. Then what I'm going to do is extend this all the way to the end here. And I'm going to insert a frame, F6. And I'm going to move this box to and snap it to the end of the path. So there we go. First, second, right? Now I want this, it's not going to do anything here. So all I have to do is assign this motion path as a guide. So I'm going to right click here, choose guide, and it gives it a new little icon there. Now it doesn't do anything right now because what I have to do is assign an object to that guide, or that motion path. So I'm going to grab this and drag it, and you see how it kind of goes right underneath motion path there. So it's going to parent this box to motion path. It kind of slides over. Now it's been assigned. Now it's an actual motion path. Now it doesn't do anything yet, right? Because what I have to do is on this box layer, I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to create a classic tween. You notice it kind of snaps over here to this section because that's about where it's going to be at 1 second. So now if I do this, snaps that motion to that path, right? So it kind of creates a good motion. So it's an easy way to get something to move across your screen in several different ways without having to do tween, tween, tween for every single motion, right? Or keeps you from having to hand draw every single thing to create that whole path right there. So that is a pretty typical way to do this. No real big weird surprises there. There's nothing too difficult that you can't do.